joining us today. Great to welcome a man who has put together another one of his great books, of Postsecret books. This one is called The World of Postsecret. We're joined today by Frank Warren today on the telephone. And Frank, good to talk with you. How are you today?
I'm very well. It's good to be with you.
Yeah, congratulations. First of all, just the success of the previous books, which really kind of started out as the kind of a fun idea, but it really morphed into something probably more than you thought, right?
I think that's exactly right. About 10 years ago, I started inviting strangers to write down their deepest confession on a postcard and decorate it and mail it to my home anonymously. I didn't know what to expect. I had a goal of receiving 365 of these secrets in the mail, but 10 years later, I've received over 1 million, and
Wow.
the postcards keep coming every day. I feel like I accidentally tapped into something that was there the whole time.
Now, 10 years ago, there was the Internet, but was that mostly how you got the word out, or how did you get people to send you these cards?
Well, I handed them out individually to folks, but as they arrived in my home, I would scan them and post them on the web at a website at postsecret.com.
Mm-hmm.
And in 10 years, I've had over 700 million visitors. And so the idea obviously just spread virally around the globe. And to this day, I get postcards from different continents and different languages. I think it really underscores the idea that our secrets are universal.
It's amazing, just from that handing out a few cards, how you always wonder how things go viral, but this did.
Yeah, I think really what did it was the content of the cards. The secrets themselves, they're so compelling. I've got one in my hand right now. It's got a picture of a couple under a tree, and this secret says, "I didn't enlist to escape you. I enlisted to pay for our wedding. Will you marry me?" So kind of a heartwarming secret. This is one that came on an elevator, drawing of an elevator, and this one says, "I feel guilty when I take elevators for one floor, so I limp when I get out." And then another one kind of on the other extreme. This one says, "I love to sneeze, full-on sneeze. I'm old, and it's the closest thing I get to an orgasm anymore."
Wow. Well, that's the thing about this, and just reading through the book, there's so many in there. Like you said, kind of run the gamut a bit, although most of them are a little sad in a way, but I mean, they do run the gamut from things that you wouldn't say in public, or they would want to say in public, but they feel comfortable at least writing it down on a card, right?
Yeah, I think there are these deep confessions that we wouldn't know who to share them with, so people can let them go on a postcard anonymously. Here's one that says, "My husband and 2 children believe both of my parents are dead, and they're not." And another one, this one came on a photograph of a woman wearing these black shoes, and this secret says, "Recently I got a job as a full-time babysitter. The parents don't know that I am their adopted daughter's birth mother. I didn't know either until I saw her baby picture was the one I sent them before they adopted her."
Wow. And some of the cards in the book, people would draw pictures. I mean, I guess some of them are from children, I would think, too, but maybe not. But they would draw a picture and then write something with the picture. So a lot's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, almost every postcard has a picture, a drawing, a diagram, a photograph, something that further conveys the emotion behind the secret, like this one I'm looking at now. It's a picture of Tom Cruise from the movie Top Gun, and the secret says, "I'm a frontline combat-ready fighter pilot, and I find it very relaxing to sit down to pee." I guess he didn't feel comfortable sharing that with his co-pilot.
Well, I don't know what your background is other than some of the notes we got. You worked on a suicide prevention line. Were you doing that kind of work before, or did this kind of lead you into doing this once you got these secrets?
Yeah, well, 10 years ago, I was a small business owner in a suburban home with a wife and daughter, and this project just kind of took my life and turned it upside down. I was volunteering in my free time before Postsecret to answer lines on a suicide prevention hotline, and I think in some ways, hearing those stories, those secrets told from strangers at 2 a.m. kind of led me in this direction.
Yeah, when you think of, like you said, you're probably just touching a small percentage, even though you've gotten 1 million of these and all the hits on the website, to think that people, that's their only way to kind of get these out is to write a card. They're not talking to other people about it, or many of them probably aren't getting help. So that's kind of sad, isn't it?
Well, I think that there are lots of ways to get our secrets out. I hope I started another one with Postsecret and postcards, but I also do a lot of traveling to college campuses, universities, and at these events, students will stand and share their secrets live, and that can be really emotional and cathartic. not long ago, a student came to the microphone and he said, when I was in the 4th grade, I wanted to get out of going to school one day, so I made up a story about a pain I had in my stomach, and I told it to my mom, and she didn't believe me, so I really had to convince her. And he said I did. I convinced my mom so much, she ended up driving me to the hospital.
Wow.
But during that drive, I realized I was so committed to this story, there was no turning back. He said later that day I had my appendix removed.
Oh, boy.
That's not the first time I've heard that secret. So
wow.
we feel like we're alone with these confessions. We're really not. Our secrets connect us. They don't separate us.
I guess, I don't know if you've been able to do any kind of demographics on the age people, the ages of people that send you different secrets or not, if they give you that on the cards. But I guess younger people today with, the Facebook and the Twitter, they seem to be putting everything out there. I don't know if that's, the younger people are more willing to tell their secrets or not. What do you think about that?
Well, almost all the postcards come anonymously, so it's possible to know. But I do have a lot of fans on Facebook and on Twitter, and you can get demographics there. So I would say that most of the secrets come from younger people, and probably more women than men.
Yeah, just reading through the book, there are quite a bit from women that have to do with either their husbands treating them badly or beating them, abuse, or treating. I mean, sadly, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, I think there are some heavy secrets. There's one on the website this week that kind of ties into current news. This is a postcard that reads, 6 years ago I was raped. The reason I haven't prosecuted is because I have herpes and live in a small town. I'm afraid that my STD will come out during trial and everyone will know and no one will ever want to be with me.
Yeah.
So I think it's a powerful confession that allows you this peek into a personal life, hopefully creating more empathy for us.
How many pieces of mail do you get a day now, Frank?
Dozens a day, and they still come, every day. The secrets are coming 10 years later. I'm looking right now at a pyramid of postcards taller than me, literally a ton of secrets.
And obviously, mailing it, you can do it anonymously. I guess if you set up email, they can't, right? So it still is a mailed-in kind of proposition, right? Mail the cards.
Yeah. I ask that people mail me their secret on a postcard. If you want to do it, Doug, you can go to the website at postsecret.com. My home address is right there, and there are 6 Post-Secret books. And the project continues to grow. I don't get secrets, though. Sometimes people email me about their experiences sharing a secret on a postcard. Can I read you one here?
Sure.
I've got?
Sure.
This one says, Dear Frank, I've made 6 postcards, all with secrets that I was afraid to tell the one person I tell everything to, my boyfriend. This morning I planned to mail them to you, but instead I left them on the pillow next to his head while he was sleeping. 10 minutes ago he arrived at my office and asked me to marry him. I said yes.
Well, that's a nice one. Well, it's a great idea, Frank. I mean, first, you don't need me to congratulate you, but I will for our listeners down here as well. And this book is called The World of Postsecret. I imagine more volumes probably in the works with as you continue to get these secrets.
Well, the project continues to go on, but this might be the last book, number 6. We'll see.
I think this one will be as successful or more than the previous ones, but Frank Warren has been our guest. And again, go to postsecret.com for more on that. And Frank, pleasure to talk to you. Great idea, and good luck, and we'll talk to you again soon, hopefully.
Well, thanks, Doug.